Is Flash Rewards really an easy way to get £100 completely for free as it claims on its website, or is it a scam to stay away from? My name's Michael, and a loyal follower here on my YouTube channel has asked me about this platform here, and then I decided to test it, and I found some things that I really wanted to share with everyone. And in this Flash Rewards review, I will show you everything, because there are some very important things you need to be aware of, because you can potentially earn, but if you're not aware exactly what you're getting into, you can actually also end up losing money instead. But I will explain all in this video here, so you know if this will be the right opportunity for you or not. So before I go more into how the platform works and what you need to be aware of, I just want to clarify any confusions, because this website I'm going to talk about in this video here is called flashrewards.uk. As far as I know, it has changed its name a few times, but this is the name as of recording this video here. But it's not the same as the app that's called Flash Rewards, because there's also an app that offers you to earn in different ways that is called the same name here. But this one is called flashrewards.uk, and that is what we'll talk about here. So let's now go through how you potentially can earn and things you need to be aware of before starting this whole process. So when you first come to Flash Rewards, it looks very appealing. It just says that I can get a £100 Visa card for free. And it just sounds almost too good to be true. But you know, sometimes there are some sites that give away really great rewards. So let's then check what you need to do to potentially get this reward here. Because you need to get started here, there is something here where you can say, do you like to go shopping? So you need to answer a few questions here. And I will just say, I want yes, and I'll keep it here, and then I'll go shopping there. And then here, now it just thinks a little bit. And I then need to give my email address here to be able to actually continue. So I will give my email address here now, but before you do that, you really need to watch this video first, because you can potentially end up receiving a lot of things you do not want there if you do not know exactly how this works and what you need to say yes and no to. But I will explain more about that later. For now, I will just continue. So then after that, I had to fill out address and phone number and all this. And this is again where you have to be a little bit careful about actually giving it before you know what you're saying yes to, because then here now, before I continue, I have to choose here that I consent to certain things here. And maybe you just think it's the regular privacy policy, you know, that we always have to say yes to when we sign up for reward sites, where there's actually not a lot of risks. But here you really need to pay attention, because here it says that they are going to pass your details to third-party marketing partners listed here. So that means they can contact you by email, text, or phone. And that's definitely something to be aware of. And at least they have a list here. So if you click this here, you can see they have a list of quite a few different partners, and each of these partners maybe have several other companies they work with. So in my experience with sites that have this here, where they sneak this in here, where you are forced to say yes to receive all these messages here, I have tried that once and I will never do it again. I'm not saying that's what happens on Flash Rewards, but I've tried that on similar sites, and I got like tens of calls every day, and it started the next day, and it took me several months before I actually stopped receiving all these annoying emails and phone calls. So this is something you need to be aware of, because you have to say yes to this to be able to sign up and get the chance of getting those 100 free pounds. So then you can of course argue that it's not completely for free. So it really depends how you define for free. But this is not the only requirement. It's not only that you will get all these phone calls and messages and all that. There are more requirements. But for now, I will just say yes here and then move on and show you what then happens. And you can see now I then come to a page with a lot of deals, they call it. Here you can also see at the top, I need to complete a total of 10 deals to claim my reward. And here on this particular page, I need to complete at least one. And most of these will be something that will require you to actually pay money. And you can see, for example, here I would need to deposit £5 here. I would need to buy a ticket, and there are all these different ones here. And then there's some free samples. But many of these, be aware that when you sign up, maybe you think like, okay, I can deposit £5. Yes, but there might be a subscription you sign up for. So you need to be aware of this and then remember to cancel it. So this is something you're forced to do. And this is just one here. So if I just do this here and then I complete here and I continue next, then I will show you what then happens. Now I get to another page where I also have to complete one, but also remember it said at the top that I need to actually a total of 10 deals I need to complete here. And here again, there are some different offers and I would have to pay for them to actually sign up. Some of them, if you do not remember to actually cancel, it will keep going because it's a subscription. And there are quite a lot like this here that you need to sign up for, but I'll just continue to keep showing you what you can really expect. And then later we will also get to what happens once you're through all this. Will you actually get paid, or are there other things you need to be aware of also? So now I reach the final page here of the deals, and now I have to complete 8 deals because you can see at the bottom here, they have something called silver, gold, and platinum. And I need to complete one of these silver deals, one of these gold, and then 8 of these platinum deals. So on this page here, I have to sign up for 8 of them. Some of them, yes, are free. Some of them I have to pay. So you can already now see if you calculate these 10 different ways. Yes, if you are really selective, you can choose the ones that are free or do not cost a lot, but you can also easily end up spending quite a bit of money here signing up. So this is the first thing to be aware of. This is how they can even promise a gift card, because they get paid to promote all these deals here. They get paid to give our information to these many different companies that will then start calling us and writing us and all that. So that's why they are willing to promise us something, because they make way more already from us by promoting these deals to us. But can you then actually get that gift card once you go through all this? That is what we'll talk about next. So let's now talk about what happens when you're through this. Can you actually get those £100? But before I go over the details about this, I would really appreciate if you could just take 1 second to just like this video, because it can help it to be seen by more people, and more people will then become aware what they need to consider before joining this. But once you're through everything, all the deals and all that, you come to a reward status here. And here you can just enter your email and you can then see how many of these deals that you have taken. You do not have to take them all at once. But however, there are some requirements. If you just take one deal and then just don't do anything for a long time, you might risk not being able to actually get the reward. And this is where it becomes a little bit complicated, but you can jump to their terms and conditions, for example. And here they have everything explained, and it becomes quite complicated, because you can see one requirement is, for example, that you need to complete all the required deals within 20 days of completing the first deal. So that's what I meant, that you can't just take 1 or 2 and then wait. If you wait longer than that, you will not get anything. And once you've completed the deals, you also have to start the claiming process within 10 days, which will require ID verification. So again, if you do not do that within 10 days, they will also just say, oh, sorry, you can't get the reward. And there's a lot of things like that here in the terms and conditions. So this does not mean that you cannot get the card or anything like that. My point is just that there are a lot of rules. You have to sign up for a lot of things. And if you're not aware exactly what to do, how quickly to do it, and if you do not fulfill all the requirements, for example, each of the deals has a requirement. If you have to sign up for a paid trial, for example, you will have to have that for a certain length before they will actually count it as a reward. So it can take quite a long time, and there's a lot of little pieces that you need to keep a track on. And if you lose track of that, it's very easy for them to just say, well, there's this deal you didn't fulfill, or you didn't fulfill this deal, but now these 20 days has passed, so you do not actually live up to the requirements. It would be very difficult actually to keep a track on everything to be able to actually get this card. And this is something you need to be aware of. So as you can probably tell from this video, I am not very impressed by Flash rewards. Yes, you can maybe potentially get £100 gift card, but It comes with a high price, in my opinion. This is my personal opinion. Whether you find it worth it or not, that's completely up to you, but you just need to be aware exactly what you're getting into. You will have to agree to give your details to quite a lot of their partners, and you can then risk getting a lot of phone calls, text messages, emails, and more. On top of that, you have to take 10 deals, and for many of them, you actually have to pay. Some of them will be with subscriptions, so you really need to remember to cancel. If not, you can end up spending a lot of money. And if you're unlucky, you can actually end up spending more than you will get if you even manage to qualify. And it can be difficult to qualify because there are a lot of rules and you need to keep a track on a lot of things. And if you lose track, you will get nothing. So therefore, in my opinion, it is just too complicated, and I do not like the tricks they use. I do not like the way they share your information and where they make it look like it's deal, but in reality, they are of course getting paid to promote all this to you. And I just do not find it worth it. I actually find it a little bit risky because you can end up losing money if you're not very good at keeping track on everything. So in my opinion, if you want to earn some extra cash online, there are many better sites where it's completely transparent and where you can just do like one deal or take one survey or something like that, and then you can get paid. And those methods I would definitely prefer instead of something like this where you have to share your information with so many, and where you also are forced to take all these deals here and sign up for different trials or subscriptions and all this. But no matter what you choose, I hope that this video helped you. And if you have any experiences with Flash rewards yourself, I would love to hear from you in the comment below here. And if this video helped you, then make sure to also give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time there's a video with tips and tricks about how to get the most out of get paid to sites, paid service sites, and other free ways to earn some extra cash on the site online.